going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Today we're going to do something kind of special. I've never really done something like this before, so let me know down in the comments if you like it or not. Basically, this isn't going to be a pack review. This is going to be like I'm gonna help you maximize your chances at winning the Bentley Continental GT by telling you the absolute best hand that you can make. I don't really know how to explain this series per se, but you guys will get it when it begins. So first of all, we need to talk about this event. It kind of came out of nowhere, came out of left field. I think it was like 2 hours before it went live. This actually showed up under events. We have Sweet 16 finals. The RQ limit is 400, and everyone is going to be fighting for the Bentley Continental GT Pikes Peak. So nobody really saw this coming. It's not really the best prize car. I don't think that most people are actually going to break the bank for that. But what makes this special is that the requirements are actually pretty fantastic. 2016 is an amazing year. Let me just show you the cars that you can get. If you go into ×5 required, go into all cars. I mean, out of all the years, 2016, out of all the single years, I should say, 2016 is my favorite because not only do you get a Rimac, you get the best Lamborghini, the best Koenigsegg packable, right? The best packable Donkervoort, the best packable Acura, one of the best packable McLarens, the best packable Dodge. Now that one hits home for me because I love the ACR. This is an amazing pack. And then you also get the best standard tire epic car. I mean, best standard tire, really up for debate. There's also the I-Pace and the DS numero 9, but obviously one of the most elite ones, and you get one of the best twisty cars as well. So this is a really good pack. So before I get into today's video, I'm just gonna get off straight to the point. Let's open a 2016. Hopefully we can get something good. As you can see, there's 15 left because I opened one already out of hype. I got myself the RQ61 Mercedes, nothing too special. Hopefully we can, okay, at least double ultra. I will take double ultra. Yo, that's sick, actually. All right, look, I'm tempted to open some more because I'm gonna be honest with you, I prefer the 2016 carbon fiber over the motorsport pack. I'm not joking. Like, I get it, motorsport pack is amazing. The problem with motorsport pack is that everybody goes for that, so everybody has those cars. I love the 2016 pack. I'm gonna go for one more just because that one pack was so good. I was saving up that gold for like the new update special packs, but at this point, the new update has been taken up so long, I've actually saved up enough money to buy more gold, so I don't really care anymore. So Suzuki SX4 and... okay, the luck is out. Well, you know what? That BMW is actually pretty huge. I had one before, but I fused it, I think, during the Fab Finals. Literally all my epics went away during the Fab Finals. But the BMW 750i is actually fantastic. I'm tempted. You know what? I like this pack. I did not expect, starting today's video, that I'll be spending 7,000 gold. But hey, it be like that sometimes. I genuinely like this pack. Hey, double ultra again? I'll take that. Yo, come on, give it to me. Okay, I'll take that. Yo, double ultra, I'll take that. All right, one more. Yeah, I just straight up opened 4. I actually did not expect that. I know there are Aston Martin carbons coming out, but I don't really open those anymore because the odds of me getting... you're gonna get Astons from this. You can get 2 Astons from this. DB11 and something DB9 maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see what we got. Yo! Double epic! I will take that. That's actually... pog. I mean, it's not... I kind of wanted that BMW. I didn't really want the Trezor. I was looking for a legendary, but let's be honest. Listen to me. I'm looking for legendaries from a carbon fiber. Only 4. Dude, that was pog. Okay, 4 ultra rares, 2 epics from 4 packs. I should not be. That is fantastic. But anyway, let's actually talk about the main part about this video. So let's get into it. So now, after those absolutely awesome carbon fibers, I actually want to talk about what today's video is going to be about. So over here, I'm going to show you 2 different tier lists, and they're going to be telling you what are the absolute best cars that will get you the Bentley, or that should get you the Bentley. What are the best cars to get the Bentley, and some of the cars that probably wouldn't get you the Bentley. Okay, so cars with bigger win conditions, cars with average win conditions, and cars with small win conditions. Now, I'm doing something different here because I know that not everybody is a super experienced player. So I'm going to be showing you 2 different lists. The first list, this one over here, is going to be for, I guess, more of the experienced players. In this list, I expect you to have all of your epics maxed, and your legendaries, 1 star should be okay. But I expect all the epics here to be maxed. The second tier list is going to be for the newer player. So if you're still new to the game, if you're a bit of a novice, then check the comments down below. I'll put a timestamp where I get to the second tier list. That one's only going to be covering the ultra rares in this pack, and it's going to be covering like kind of the best hand that you can make as a newer player. So, you know, then you wouldn't be winning the Bentley, but you'd be trying to get as high of a position as you can get. So they're going to be two different tier lists. One's going to be more advanced, one's going to be less advanced, kind of one for everything. Okay, so let's get into it. The first one is going to be, you know, for the experienced player. For this list, I kind of expect all you guys to have your epics maxed, okay? So the first one is the absolute best. These are your biggest win conditions, the absolute best cars that will guarantee you this Bentley. Not only will it guarantee you the Bentley, these cars over here, they will guarantee you tier 1, as long as you have a combination of these 6 cars, all right? So the top 6 is the Agera Final, Donkavort, McLaren 650, Rimac Concept 1, Cadillac CT6, and the Subaru. Now, why the Subaru is in here is because the RQ limit is 400, so it's actually impossible to run the top 5 best cars. You won't have enough RQ. You'd have too much RQ, so you would have to put the legacy in. So personally, I would say go with these 4 legendaries and the legacy, or maybe these 3 legendaries, the CT6 and the legacy, or these 2 legendaries, the Rimac, the CT6 and the legacy. You're gonna need the legacy to save you that RQ. That is gonna be a fantastic car. It's just a fantastic car in general because it's actually gonna beat most of the ultra rare standard tire 2016 cars, because the Subaru has 4-wheel drive and the 2016 standard tire cars don't, and that's a huge advantage. Not to mention that the Subaru actually handles pretty well. So these are your biggest win conditions. If you have a combination of any of these 5, you're golden. Not only will you guarantee the Bentley, you guarantee tier 1, okay? And you don't need to have unique. You could have like 2 Donkavorts, 1 Koenigsegg, 1 CT6, and 1 Legacy. That's gonna win it as well. And then in the next year, we have respectable replacements. These are cars with still massive win conditions. They just fall a little short of the cars in the top row because this is the absolute best hand that you can make. So under respectable replacements, I have the ACR, Apollo N, Guaira, Centenario, NSX, KTM Expo, 740D, 750D, and the Q70. For the most part, if you have a mix of the absolute best and respectable replacements, you're probably still guaranteed tier 1 or a very high tier 2 finish. At the end of the day, if you have a mix of any of these cars in here, you're guaranteed the Bentley. Congratulations, right? Also a carbon fiber that comes with it. So these are some fantastic cars as well. You can have a mix of both. So let's say you have the Agera Final and you have the CT6, but you don't have the King Donk or the McLaren or the Rimac. If you have the CT6 and the Agera, I expect you to have the Legacy, okay? So let's say you have these 3 cars. Then just use 2 more. Maybe use the Agera, the CT6, the Legacy, and then so that means you need 2 twisty cars. So take the ACR and take, I don't know, the KTM Expo RR. You're still gonna have a fantastic hand. You're still gonna get the Bentley, right? Now we're gonna talk about the kind of yee win conditions. These ones are not very big. These are cars that might be able to win you some races, but don't count on them per se. And in this tier, we have the 911 Targa 4S, Peugeot 308 Hybrid. Some other cars will be the weaker KTMs, which just lose to the King KTM. King KTM, I like that. That has a ring to it. We got the Chevrolet Corvette Z51 because it handles really well. And like I said, I expect you guys to have these epics maxed. So, you know, I'm not looking at a car with 3988. I'm looking at a car with like what, 3398, whatever the stats are on the max Chevrolet. And then, you know, DB11 is pretty decent. Citroen CX Experience is okay. The the Cadillac ATS-V because it handles well, and 911R. So these are cars with, you know, average win conditions. Definitely not as good as respectable replacements, and definitely not as good as the best hands. Now, the next tier is entering Dreamland. You know, at this point, it kind of speaks for itself. If you think, I get that there are legendaries in here, but if you have a hand of 5 legendaries from this tier, let's say you had 2 AMG GTS, 1 SCR, 1 Bentley, 1 Jag, I'm sorry, man. I know it feels good to have 5 legends, but if those are the 5 legends that you have, you are not winning the Bentley, because those legends are hot garbage. They're hot garbage. I mean, look at it. RQ80, 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 81, 84. I mean, I'm kind of harsh on the Porsches. The Porsches aren't hot garbage. It's just that, you know, it's an on-road final, so you're not going to need those all-surface tire cars. And then also the epics, right? These are kind of average tier epics, and then the one ultra rare I put because I think this Magan is actually going to be pretty decent because it handles incredibly well. But yeah, we have just a bunch of average epics. You know, they handle okay. The 0 to 60 is okay, but you know, they're just not as good as the Expos or the Chevy, or you know, when it comes to the rain, like the Mercedes AMG A45 is just not going to be as good as the Q70 or the 740D. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is entering Dreamland, and then next up we have Delusional. Okay, if you have get any of these cars and you think you can get the Bentley, I'm sorry, you're straight up delusional at that point, okay? These cars are not gonna win you jack. At least it's not gonna win you jack, as in it's not gonna get you to the top 10. And then last but not least is hot garbage. These are cars that are just even worse than delusional. These cars are gonna make no impact. These are cars that you should not ever put in your starting hand for the final. No way, okay? We got just basically a bunch of all-surface tire cars and really just the hottest of garbage, okay? The Mercedes AMG, the Mercedes SL 500, and the BMW M240i convertible. Those three are so bad that I'm putting them with all the all-surface tire cars. I mean, sheesh, you stink. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you want to feel super, I guess, safe about your chances of winning this Bentley, absolute best and respectable replacements are really just the cars that you want. The hand that I'm using is going to consist of the Donkey, 650, Legacy, and CT6. So that's already 4 in the absolute best. And then I'm putting in the ACR because, yeah, that's just the hand I'm using. I don't really have a fast car, unfortunately, because really, if you don't have the Agera, you want to use the Apola N to be your backup fast car. I don't have it. So if you don't have that, then the next backup fast car you want, it really drops down the pecking order down to like the AMG GT. And I have the AMG GT 332, but at the end of the day, I'd rather just put my 650S taking the losses on the drag and use Hollywood because I love Hollywood. But yeah, that's going to be the experience list. Now let's talk about the novice list. So this is the novice list. We're not going to be counting the epics. We're not going to be counting the legendaries. We're just talking about the ultra rare. So let's say that you're just getting into the game, your garage isn't the strongest, you don't have a lot of epics, you don't have a lot of legends, but you kind of want to open the 2016 carbon fiber pack regardless because I told you it was good. Because it is good. But you only get ultras. You're unlucky. You only get ultras. What is the best possible ultra hand that you can make? Well, you know, same stats, same ranks. The best hand, in my opinion, looking at the track sets, which is, you know, 1 fast dry, 2 twisty dry, 1 hybrid wet, 1 twisty wet. The best possible hand is going to consist of these ultra rares over here, and of course the legacy. So these two Jags, just because they have the lowest 0 to 60 highest handling, I mean, to be honest, the standard tire representation for 2016 isn't that nice. So really, these Jags are kind of on the top. The Maloo is going to be kind of like your dragster. You're going to want a 332 that, and then for your 2 twisties, you want to go with the Megane and the Porsche 718. So this is kind of like the best of the best, right? And then under respectable replacements, I'm going to have the F-Type Coupe, because the F-Type Coupe has like 90 MRA. So if you don't have the Vauxhall Maloo, the F-Type's going to do you pretty well on the North Loop and the half mile. On top of that, another drag alternative that you can use is either going to be the Jaguar XES or the Maserati Grand Cabrio SMC. And then for some replacement twisty cars, if you don't have the 718 or the Renault or just one of 2, you can use the Honda Civic Type R. Once again, the Maserati is a pretty good shout. The Ford Mustang is also pretty good. And once again, for the standard tires, if you don't have the Jags or the Legacy, please try and get a Legacy. I guess the Mercedes-Benz is your next best option. Like I said, the choices are pretty bleak. And then last, penultimately, we have the realm of possibility. These are the ones where it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't even know if these can win you carbon fibers. Maybe the ceramic pack. You know, the twisty cars, you know, these 3 over here are kind of third in the pecking order. So it starts off with the Megane and the 718, then it goes down to the Grand Cabrio and the Civic, and then it goes down to kind of the Renaults. It's the same with the wet track sets. I think it starts off with the Jags, then it goes to the Merc, then it goes to the Vauxhall, and then, you know, or even the Jags, and then the Merc, and then the BMW 330i, 330e. So, you know, these cars are just the realm of possibility. It's very low that you're gonna win anything with that. And then last but not least is delusional. These cars are absolutely hot garbage for, you know, this final. Once again, I'm not reviewing the 2016 pack. I'm reviewing the best cars that you can get from this pack for specifically the final, if that makes sense. So I'm not reviewing the pack in a general sense, I guess. I'm reviewing it literally just for this final. So this is basically, if you're a novice, this is kind of the list that you want to work off. If you have any of the epics, then you probably want to implement it into your hands, unless the epics that you have are these 3. If you have these 3 epics or any of the all-surface tire epics, then obviously don't use them. Your ultra rares are going to be better. But yeah, if you have any of these epics in kind of delusional and above and you're a novice player, you might as well kind of incorporate that into your hand. It's not going to hurt you too much. But once again, if you're a newer player and you just want to get the best position possible with kind of like the most, I guess, packable cars, these cars over here are gonna be your best bet. But yeah, let me know if you kind of like this new style. I'm probably still gonna review the 2016 pack regardless, so you know it's gonna be a bit different with how I rank everything. But this video is specifically geared towards best hands for the Bentley. Let me know if you like that, because I might do that for future tri-series as well. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.